I do not have a big ego at all. Anybody that knows me personally will tell you that. I could log off this YouTube shit forever, and it ain't ever going to faze me one bit. It really ain't.
Listen, people, listen. I'm a dirty girl, a dirty girl.
What? Say what?
Stop right there! Stop! No, 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 no.
I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand. I'm just having trouble. Oh, Lord. What's going
Must
on,
be
brother?
None, man. Am I hearing the dogs going out?
The dogs, 2 of them are out. And some of them are wanting to get out there and play with them, yeah. So she's mixing it up a little bit and taking them out. Oh, Kelly B. So Shelby Shell has an evidentiary hearing coming on 10/16/23. Well, that didn't take long to come up, did it? Hello, Kelly B. That's what I heard. And I looked it up, and yeah, it looks like that's what's going on. I've heard some ignorance from some ignorant people today. And I'm just going to say that a lot of people are going to look pretty fucking stupid soon. Y'all been pushing a bunch of shit for a long time. And if you think for some reason there's a miracle for a convicted murderer, you're wrong.
A murderer that pled guilty to murder.
Yeah.
He wasn't convicted. That was his own mouth that said, yes, I did that.
That's
Yes,
correct.
I did that. Yes, I did that. Like over and over again.
Yes,
So
sir,
it's
Your Honor.
way different than a conviction.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
It is different than conviction because if there was a conviction, there'd be an appeal process, possibly. If there was a conviction, you could say, oh, hold up. They said this and this said that and they said that and they said that. But instead, yes, sir, Your Honor, I did it. I pled guilty. Don't worry about it. Don't look up nothing else. I did it. Okay. We're giving you 20 years, which you got off easy, you little punk ass bitch. And for anybody who thinks there's any fear coming from me about that pussy,
Chevrolet.
yeah, ain't nobody worried about Chevrolet. If he comes near me, he leaves in the body bag.
Mhm.
You know, you want to talk about all these threats he's made to me and my kids? Comes near me, he leaves in a body bag. Period. Point blank. Nope. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, but he won't be getting out. I think the best case scenario for the wishers of this, heinous murder getting out, the best case scenario is that they would be trying to push an early parole hearing.
Mhm. Well, I can tell you this.
He's not going to get paroled.
No, and I'll tell you this. I'm calling bullshit on a lot of what Ernie was saying simply because if there was any chance that Shelby could get out, Ernie would not be this fucking calm.
True.
So people can say what they want, but there's not a chance.
Monster Secret says Earn trying to scam money to hide. Did he ask for money today? I don't know. I didn't listen. I heard a little bit of Mama T's BS. I missed Skern going up there, but I heard enough from Mama T. Jimbo, he's trying to save your kids, even though you did all this to him, and blah 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 blah. And
think
you
of your
also accused me, huh?
She's like, think of your family, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you don't even think about your own
of,
family. Fuck off.
Yeah, she accused me of being one of the ones who tried to get Shelby out of prison. Never fucking happened. I promise you. Kemper can tell you from day one when Not Today and her cray ass started acting like she had feelings for Shelby. I told her, this is not going to turn into a free Shelby campaign. He is a murderer.
Yep.
And she knew that. She knew I wasn't on board for that kind of shit.
And she's still trying to push the dumb shit, though.
Yeah, and now Mama T, wherever you think you heard me say that at, go back and fucking find it.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you can't. Find it where I said free Shelby. Ever. Never came out of my mouth. Not once. Now, I do plan to go back and listen to all the phone calls. I've already done that once, but I'm going to record Shelby's phone calls so that nothing happens to them. And because in those phone calls, Mr. Everybody thinks I'm innocent tells 2 or 3 different stories. Now, I was talking to somebody on the phone earlier, Kemper. Do you know what doesn't never change? What story never changes? The truth.
Who? Yeah.
The truth.
I thought you were talking about specifically with him.
Oh, what person? No. Like the truth never changes.
No, not at all.
Like I had chicken for dinner tonight. Tomorrow night, when you ask me what I had for dinner, last night I'm gonna say chicken. 2 weeks from now, you ask me what I had for dinner on Sunday night. 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna say chicken.
Yeah.
Truth is the truth. Now, Shelby has told several different stories. If he's telling the truth, what are you gonna do? Throw a dart at a dartboard and pick one's the truth? Come on,
Right.
not today, and you cray cray.
Nice try. Tried it last year too.
Hey, Beth.
Got a bunch of people suckered on it. Had people thinking that Shelby was innocent and he was going to get a new trial. And there's no way that he's innocent. There's not.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's your man or not. All right, Steph? I don't care.
All right, look here.
But
Blue and
there's no
Black
way
said,
he's innocent.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, there's no way he's innocent. And there's no way he's going to get a new trial. Now, there's only one thing that exists, and you know it. And that is if his accomplice is found, or if there was, which we pretty much think that there was, if he was found, then they would get a trial.
But it wouldn't be a Shelby. It wouldn't be a Shelby.
Right. That's where I was going. It's not going to affect Shelby's whatsoever.
No.
Unless that person says Shelby was just there, I did it, blah, blah, blah. And then Shelby's going to get in trouble for being there and they'll do whatever with his time. But that ain't what happened. We know, he knows. Shelby definitely knows that he was there. He's guilty. That's why he told the judge, yes, Your Honor, over and over.
All the dogs are put up. I'm going to go to my room.
Okay. Your room? You mean our room?
Our room.
Uh-oh.
We separate now? We got different rooms and shit?
Listen.
You're not sleeping with me under the stairs, Jimbo. Just
I'm
give
going
that
there.
up.
Listen. If we get too many more dogs, we're going to have to.
We're going to cover that here soon, too. We got 894 dogs.
Listen. By the time we put Bodie on a cupcake and
Vader
and Ty in the bed, there's not much room for you.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
I mean, the other night you come in there and said, "Where do you want me to lay?" And I said, "Well, you have to move one of them."
I'm going to couches.
You know, because once you come in there, they're already comfortable and asleep.
Go steal Vader and then go lay down on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Susie Q. I guess I got the right one when I unblocked you. I don't know what you blocked for. Like I said, it could have been because I don't know.
I think it was because of the fact that either Nicolina or the other that said Susie Q, and so they were just blocked. That's what I'm pretty sure of.
Probably. So Blue and Black said Shelby Shell has people on the outside waiting for his arse. He great grown men. They aren't going to forget that.
Mm-mm.
And also in Shelby Shell's letters, in his own words, he admits to raping and abusing men in prison. So this is going to come before
talk about in the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're in the hole
before the parole board.
You're right. I was going to say that all will be there. It's not going to be able to be hidden.
Yeah. Hey, Queen.
Mama T's ignorant as fuck.
She is. She really is. And the whole time you're trying to promote Ernie being a good guy because he's wanting to save my kids. And you say he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing. Do you think he was trying to save my kids, Mama T, when he said Jimbo makes all this money selling pills and he gets it twice a month and his safe is sitting out there full of pills from China and money, and then drew a map up here? Do you think he was worried about my kids when he did that? Your hero? I don't think so. What do you think, Kemper?
You already know what I think. I think he needs to burn. Him and his brother. They both need to burn.
Yeah.
They're the same level. No matter what people think, you can say what you want. They are the same level. Have been for a long time. One just got caught up. The other one did not.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
So,
and I'm talking about the shit he's done since his brother committed that murder.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And Ernie's talking about how his family's all prepared and all this shit. Dude, what family? They all worship Shelby. Don't you remember, Ernie? Don't you remember? You remember the video they put out praising him and downing you? Is it those family members? What are they preparing for? Amber's giving him a place to live, right? All this shit don't add up.
No, well, that's the thing, though. He said that his sister said that if he showed up there, she would blow his face off.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think he was referring to Amber, but who knows? Who knows? I know he's full of shit. So all that shit he was trying to push over there, Ernie, you know, if little brother was getting out or even had a chance, your ass would be running. You would be hiding.
Oh, he is hiding.
Or running down the highway. One of the two. He knows it.
Yeah.
Every time he's had a fucking highway run, he brings up good old brother.
Monstrous secrets. He's going to blame his sister for this lie. Yeah, he will. He'll blame Amber. The whole fucking family's the same way, right? Like they're a bunch of liars, and then they point the finger at each other. Oh, they did that. No, she did that. No, she did that. Even in Ernie's fake message he made, he, that we showed how he faked and showed that wasn't even possible for him to make that message then, or for me to make a message then. But he says, I asked about his aunt. Don't she do this? No. That aunt, I believe, has passed away, the one he's talking about. Now, look, Ern, we know how you treat your family. We know how your family treats you. There ain't no big kumbaya moment coming. Skern probably wanting to come and hide out in Kentucky. The family told him Shelby Shell getting out so he don't come around. Probably. They probably, let's stay away from here, and he stay away from here because they don't want him. They don't want him around. I don't want him around here neither. Who's that Beth Dutton rubbing in on my Cowboys? Had them boys handled through week 3. They lost. I'll tell you, like I told all the Green Bay Packer fans that been aggravating me today. The last team that ran the table was in 1972.
Yep, 72, 73. Yep, that was the Dolphins.
There's going to be losses. Whoever your favorite team is, I believe yours is the Niners, they're going to lose. Probably 3 or 4 games. Maybe more than that. Even though they do play in a weak-ass division. But they'll probably lose a couple games. I'm going to predict 4. Because they do have a good coach. And they got a good team, but 4 losses. It's the NFL. Any team can beat any team. So there, don't pick at me on the damn Cowboys. Don't do me that way, Beth Dutton. Damn it.
So Ern said his stepdad was going up there and tell the judge not to let him. And also the other sister going up there and some uncle. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe his 2 sisters that are with his stepdad would do that. Yeah.
But I don't even think it's that deep.
I don't either. We'll find out. Because, I would think if there was some kind of parole thing coming up, the person who recorded the guy would get a little notice about it. My phone number hasn't changed. It's the same. They know they can get a hold of me. And I don't think the King family has said anything about it. Let me check the Facebook page right quick. Has anybody done that?
No.
I didn't think about it till just now. Let me look at it.
But you would at least think that if something like that was happening, even the news stations, they would pick up 30-second segment to talk about a new trial for somebody that's already pled guilty. That would be big news. So I'm just not. Yeah.
There's no updates. There's no updates on the Ronnie King page.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe this this fuckery they're trying to push on everybody. And let me tell you, thank you, Susie Q, Cowboys fan forever, right here too. But let me tell you, you are going to find out about some people and where their intentions truly are.
Yep.
You're going to see it. It's already started. The mask on some people has started to come down. You're starting to see it. You're going to see it all.
Mandy, I said the same thing. If he was getting out, Ernie would be on a highway run.
Absolutely.
Shelby Shell's gonna shoot me.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, all you got to do is look around. You can see. Don't take much. You just have to have your eyes open. If you don't have your eyes open, you won't see it.
Beth is, or no, I'm sorry, no, but Rosemary J is right on point too. That's absolute fact.
Right. He wasn't convicted.
Right. He gave up all his rights to a new trial when he pled guilty.
Well, I was doing some reading and looking into what can be done if you've pled guilty. And he pled guilty, it was either end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020 is when he pled guilty and was sentenced.
Yep.
He would have had to have done some kind of filing for appeals, and he would have to meet certain requirements, like being coerced to make the plea, kind of thing. And they took years and years and years just to make sure he was fit to stand trial. They weren't even going to give him the death penalty because of his IQ. So I don't think he's got any kind of. He's already outside the time limit. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't meet the requirements. From what I've read. I'm not a lawyer. Don't claim to be, but still, the bottom line is just common sense is telling me this ain't what's going on. Just saying.
Let me show y'all something right quick.
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Shell, on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by causing the death of one Ronnie King.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, Shelby Shell, if you committed that offense that caused the death of Ronnie King, what does Shelby say? Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it again.
2013, you committed that 2013, on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by causing the death of one Ronnie King.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Let's hear a little more here.
Count 2, tampering with physical evidence. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by mutilating or altering or removing physical evidence from the scene of the crime that involved the death of Ronnie King.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
yes.
I'm going to ask you, Shelby, are you guilty? Did you commit that offense by mutilating things from the scene of the crime in the death of Ronnie King? You know, like maybe his jewelry, the things he stole from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he says, yes, guilty, Your Honor.
Count 3, robbery. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm going to ask you on or about February 17, 2013, you did in fact commit that offense by committing a theft, using threats for immediate use of physical force upon another, one Ronnie King, to accomplish theft, while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yep.
All right.
Well, robbed him, threatened to kill him with a firearm. Guilty. Yes. Yes, I did it, Your Honor.
Count 4, kidnapping, also a capital offense. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I want to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by unlawfully restraining Ronnie King.
Guilty.
Did you do it?
Yes.
You did do it. Okay.
Yep, he did it. He just told you he did it. He tied up Ronnie King, right? Kidnapping.
Count 5, burglary in first degree, Class B felony. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm going to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed the offense of burglary by knowingly entering and remaining unlawfully in the residence of Ronnie King while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Count.
Burglary. Entered and stayed in his house with a deadly weapon. Burglary.
6, arson in the second degree, Class B felony. How do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. I'm going to ask you if on or about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense by starting a fire with the intent to destroy or damage the building of another, specifically that of Ronnie King.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Arson. And let me tell you something. If you haven't seen the crime scene photos and you get the chance, don't do it. Don't do it. Specifically because of the arson. Please, if you get the chance, look the fuck away.
Count 7, having possession of a handgun, having been a convicted felon. How do you plead?
Guilty.
And I'm going to ask you if you did possess a handgun on February 17, 2013, after having been convicted of a felon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Possession of a handgun by a felon. Another one.
Count 3, being a persistent felony offender in the front.
See those eyes?
Yep.
Hey, Rap, can he stay with you? Hey, Stephanie, can he stay with you? I sure hope so. I don't want him to stay with Amber. I want him to stay with you, Stephanie. I want him to sleep at your house.
See that comment?
No, I did. Hang on a second. Let me get back over in the StreamYard. All the people who testified the first time would be notified by the prosecutor. Prosecutor would be building a case to keep him in. Nothing Mamet said makes sense. It don't make I buffered. Did you see me buffer, Kimber?
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or me or what.
I buffered for sure.
Okay. Then
I don't know. We might have both buffered.
I was going to say the chat was moving, but it's like you were stuck. I was like, do I need to go back?
Yeah, but he does have a court date, and it is for evidentiary hearing. Don't know what that is for. It could be for, like I said, early parole push or whatever, but I don't buy it. I mean, there's no way he gets
He's not even done half of the fucking
huh?
He's not even done half of his time. There's no way he's going to be getting pushed for that.
No, that's what I mean. There's no way they're just going to walk in and say, "Hey, we heard you didn't do it, buddy. Some people from YouTube, they got some videos of people saying shit and they twisted them around for you. So we gonna let you go, buddy. That ain't the way it works. Ain't the way it works. You'll have to present evidence that evidence will have to be so strong that it would negate this murderer pleading guilty.
Yep. Like I said, it would take somebody confessing it and saying they did it, not Shelby. It would take that.
Rosemary J, I've heard that a couple times too, and that makes sense. Probably a new charge in prison.
Because they go through the same system that put them there.
Yeah.
So if they commit one and they, it's possible. Who knows?
Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention, y'all.
Keep your eye, guys.
There's going to be creators that are going to push stuff at you. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. And who says what? I ask you that, to do that. As my friends, as my family here on the YouTube streets, that's what I'm asking you to do. Look who does and says what. Because we do have enemies among us. It's sad, but it's absolutely true. Some of them have gathered or gained the trust of many people.
Yeah.
So my fear is it's going to put you guys in a bad spot where you have to make a choice. And I just, follow your heart. Follow your heart. It is very sad, Rosemary. It is. Mama too says she's been paying attention. That's good. Check something right quick. How can you tell that, Lenny J? Look up the court date. It's to vacate his sentence. Where do you see that at? Can you send me a link to that? I mean, I'll pull it up if it's, like I said, though, even if that were true, wouldn't you think like we would be notified? Maybe they're going to notify people. We'll see. The Kentucky court net or whatever, it doesn't say anything about that I see. I'll pull it up and show you what I can see.
Hey, Kim Louise.
How you doing, Kim Louise? Let me see.
Blue on black, that is 100% the fucking facts.
What do you say?
Can't be a fence rider. You are for good or evil.
Absolutely.
You can't have both. You can't. Can you fuck up? Yeah, you can fuck up. But when you fuck up consistently, that's a habit.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me share the screen. I'll show you all what it says. You can see it. Of course, you can stretch it out on your YouTube now too. 'Cause, 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 'cause There's what it says. Can y'all see that? Let me make it as big as I can here. If you go to the calendar, October 16th, page 2. Okay. Here's that. And there's on that. Not sure. Okay. Calendar, October 16th, page 2. Let me go look for that right quick.
Okay.
I can figure out how to get out of this. There we go.
Pink, you'd probably be best to go back on this video or go to Discord and look. Since I keep seeing you saying you're lost. Yeah, it'd probably be easier for you to go read it or go back and listen.
Yeah. Who is it?
Pink Volo.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Chasing?
I don't know where you can find the calendar at. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is it. Nope.
Did you find it?
No, I can't find the calendar. Let me see if I can just go to this. Find a court date. Case. I wish people could put links in the chat.
I know.
You can put the link out there and take the end of it off and tell us in the next message what it is, like dot whatever.
If Shelby took a plea deal, then he admitted to killing the mayor. He's where he belongs, in my opinion, and I think someone involved is still free and running from the police. I agree, Jay.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Okay, Pink.
All right, found the calendar. So let me see. It is a motion to vacate sentence.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
No. No, the judge will laugh at that shit.
I mean, he admitted it on a recording after admitting it the night before to the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to the court. He didn't testify at all. And whenever he got that deadlock jury, they seen the writing on the wall and said, hey, man, let's take this deal.
Motion to vacate a sentence in a plea deal? I don't know. I ain't never heard of that.
It's weird.
Yeah. But these attorneys that have been working with this guy are complete idiots. Like,
they're post conviction, whatever, another.
Well, I was talking about the original attorneys, the one that said that I used my mom and dad's social security number for something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, show me what I use it on. a crock of horse shit. Just a second, I'll have that screenshot for y'all. I'll show you. That's flat sure what it says. But it's an evidentiary hearing anyway, right? So they're going to present evidence to see if they can go further with it. It's what I would think. You know, I'm not a lawyer. I couldn't tell you for sure, but that's what I would think. All right.
Word. What'd you do? Screen grab it?
I did screen grab it. I'm trying here. Let's see. I can pull her up. Excellent. Do it like that. There we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
I don't know what NA means, but evidentiary hearing. Commonwealth versus Shelby Shell. 10, motion to vacate sentence set aside or correct. And 12, motion to vacate sentence set aside or correct. So it could be to correct it. And there's two different things to vacate on, 10 and
10
12.
and 12. What is 10 and 12? Do you know?
Would that be the counts?
That's what I'm thinking it might be.
Let's go listen to the counts.
Because I know he had a few. What we get, to 4 or 5? Something like that.
Yeah, there was a shitload of them, though. There's more. You'll remember he had a bunch.
Oh, I know. I was curious to know how many we had played already.
Yeah, I think what? Okay, so there was complicity and
kidnapping, the fire.
Yeah, that's 4. Tampering with evidence, 5.
Yeah, we probably were on 6 or 7.
So 1 was complicity to murder. So the only thing is, you know, they got these 2 things in here, but it was all combined together for 1 sentence. I don't see this, you know, being something where they say, well, let's just go ahead and let him out till we figure it out. He's in there for serious crime.
Right.
He ain't going nowhere.
And the thing is he was already a felon from a previous serious crime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and
he was kidnapping elderly, hang him up.
When he was arrested, he had a gun on him. And that right there made him a persistent felony offender.
Mm-hmm. And would have put just that alone would have put him back in prison for what, 10 years, 15 years, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah, because that's what you get with habitual.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I'm missing chat, y'all. I'm gonna look this up and see if I can find the.
I think it stacks it on you, like doubles it, but I might be wrong. Some states are different than others. I know up here it's 3 of the same type, and it doesn't matter if it's a misdemeanor or felony. Well, it's got to be a decent misdemeanor for it to become habitual, but it can, depending on what it is.
This video right here is named Shelby Shell pleads guilty to 12 counts of smaller charges. This is 12 counts. And in this, I think in this video, you can see Shelby turn to the family and tell him he's sorry. The King family.
Right.
I can get over here. Share this screen, y'all.
No, it's not a new trial for the murder, Lenny. Can't be.
Nope. evidentiary hearing for 2 counts in the case. So let them push that. Hey, you big creators that are smiling real big and think you got something, push that. Tell them the truth. Took me, Lenny J gave me that little tip there about going and looking up the hearing. And it took me, what, 10 minutes to figure that out?
Yeah.
Man, and
I'm curious to know what 10 and 12 is.
Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you say, buddy?
I was saying I'm just curious to know what 10 and 12 are.
Yeah, me too.
Because, I mean, he already had so many charges, like you said, and he had accumulated charges while he was waiting for his trial for this.
Yep.
So, I mean, and he had already been released from prison for felonies that he committed before that. Was out for 3 or 4 months and did this and went back. He told people he was going to be going back. Okay. Like, this is a known thing. Like, it ain't no secret.
Yep.
So you take him tying up senior citizens, robbing them, going to prison for it, getting back out. What does he do this time? He binds someone up, expires them, tries to set them and the house on fire.
Yep. Here's the link I put in the chat there for the video that I'm going to show y'all some of it. We might not watch the whole thing, but we're going to watch some of it and listen to some of the things he pleads guilty to.
Yep.
And like I said, I put quotations around this, smaller charges, but listen to them.
Air quotes, yeah.
There's no.
You want on the record?
We're on the record.
We need
Yes, Judge. The one thing that we want to talk about on the plea was we have not yet informed the family. We're not asking for their approval, but we have to inform them. I feel because of the crime bill, the crime victims bill, that we need to do that.
They've been very involved. You know, they were at the murder trial every day.
Yeah.
The sisters are very
Mr. King is here, isn't he?
Well, that's just one.
That's just one.
That's just one. He's not even their victim contact.
If we don't do this now, it's not going to help.
Well, we're not saying we're not going to do it.
Could we make it
I'm just
conditional
advising for that we're going to try to get the King family, unless we've been having almost daily contact with the victim representatives, the King family. They just didn't want the trauma of even being here today. But they can come to the
Can you
office
imagine
this
that?
afternoon. I'll be happy to meet.
They don't want the trauma of even being there.
Yeah, I could say it would, man. It'd be hard.
Yeah.
Meet with them.
Especially seeing the person.
Yeah.
Before, all I'm saying is before this is, we have an obligation to notify them.
Entry upon not approval.
Without the notice, I hope that
This is a joint.
We're just running concurrent. Make it easy.
I didn't.
We're not dismissing anything. Credit for all days served since 2013.
Saw that.
That only entails when he wasn't serving the shank sentence. We had a philosophy or a procedure in this case where we tried to.
The shank sentence. That's where he made a weapon out of a toothpick, or not a toothpick, but a toothbrush while he was in jail.
Purposely on the shank so that none of that time would count towards this penalty. Is
would
that
be-
correct, Mr. Sauer?
And it would be Department of Correction time. And he served that Department of Correction time on that, but there was probably a few months.
On
And then a few
the,
months after. But the point is, what we are agreeing to and what we want to ensure and make positive is the time that he has served for the shank does not count towards this time, this plea. That's my understanding. That's
You see how serious they are about him serving every minute of the plea? And you think they're just going to say, "Oh, we got some YouTubers here from Idaho. Let's just throw this shit out." Ain't gonna happen.
Mr. Boggs' understanding, is that your understanding?
That's my understanding. That's what I told Shelby. The thing that
Make no mistake about it, I will show them everything I have, and I got a lot of it. Of Stephanie's feeble attempt to say that Ernie and Eric Rush did this, and that they admitted, or Eric Rush admitted to it, and has 300 pictures, and that's who they're talking to. I guarantee it.
is critical is that he's not going to get 2 days credit for the time that he was serving. So he's not going to get credit on one and the other because it's going to be consecutive. I'm going to write that in.
Yeah, let's write that in.
Write it in.
Finish.
What it ends up being basically is a 30-year sentence. That's how the DOC will view this, is a 30-year sentence.
And because
He got 10 years on the shank and 20 years on the plea, and he has to serve all of it.
Damn.
fucking
But
toothbrush.
but he served the 10 already.
Right.
Pretty much. You know, he was in there in 2013, and
this was 19 or 20.
Yeah, yeah, he served.
It's 2020.
Well, this is in 2020 right here. It says right there 3/10/20.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, so you're looking at 7 years of it, and then he's got, you know, the 3 years are served out now.
060, because he was awaiting trial on the murder at the time he picked up the shank, it shall be consecutive.
Yeah.
DOC will absolutely
Okay,
do it that way.
what is consecutive of what? These two are
The shank is consecutive with everything else.
Yes.
The one he's serving currently. is
currently.
serving-
That's the shank.
Yes.
I do want to
And
say
that is going to be consecutive.
I do want to say something. A lot of people want to talk shit and tell a bunch of lies about this whole situation, including Ernie. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, Jimbo is actually the one that made it possible to put Shelby in prison because of him recording, him willing to talk. And this was after going to state police. But Jimbo's the one. Ernie fucked it up. Ernie tried to do it, and he didn't. Shelby even say, "Yeah, I think Ernie was trying to get me to talk about that." Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Before you talked to him, right?
Yep.
Yep. And
Rosemary J, yeah, he only got 20 years for the murder, the arson, the kidnapping, the burglary, the robbery. Yep, 20 years.
I mean, I seen those evidence pictures. I seen the crime scene, and he deserves to not be here
He should
anymore.
never be a free man again. He should never.
Well, he shouldn't be alive. He took another man's life.
Yeah.
And the way he did it was really heinous. It really was. It was really sick. And I mean, y'all, I'm into gore. Okay, love it. Okay, I'm a zombie freak. I love zombie flicks. So you can imagine, right? When I seen this, it still fucks with me, and I will not look at the pictures. I will not. It is fucked up. And Shelby he belongs where he's at to never get out again, but he definitely deserves more. His IQ just didn't allow it. And that was the problem. But he deserves that. Make no bones about it. And Jimbo's the one that got him off the streets. Wasn't Ernie. Nobody else. It was Jimbo. Did he have to do it and 27 agents couldn't do it? No. It's called working smarter, not harder. But he still did it. For all the people that want to twist shit and talk shit and all that, if you want to really get down to it, no matter how you do or don't like Jimbo, Jimbo was the hero of this. Wow. Jimbo don't sit here and say that, but I will, because that's what it is. So put that in your meth pipe and smoke on it. A little reality for your asses.
You're right, Ministry guy. He does not believe you out. It's such a heinous crime. It deserves life. It deserves death, in my opinion. But they deemed him not competent enough mentally to get the death sentence. So, you know, he lucked out on that one.
To this, such that the time he served on what was.
So he's actually parole eligible, I think, this month.
But that
February 28th. He was,
Yes.
That's pro eligible on
The 10 years.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he was be released.
But that will have to serve consecutive to this.
Of course,
And
he
this
was
is
being held for
85%.
these.
So
This is 85% time as well.
That
What's
was,
pledged is 85%. So it's
I'm gonna
17 years.
need like the exact language.
Yeah. So he has to serve 85% of his time. So they're not going to give him parole. They're these two counts, whatever counts 10 and 12 are, and I'm planning on finding that shit out. I deserve to know. You know, they're trying to vacate those, it appears.
Yeah, because we have to prepare judgment and we have to be real clear. Police notice. for
Yeah,
February
you got
28th.
MRS release.
Yeah.
What will happen when he pleads to this, DOC, when they get this, will calculate this 20 years with his prior time. His MRS will go away. He'll end up serving another year to serve out of the Shank case. And all of his time becomes 85% because the new charge is 85%.
Right.
So he will serve at minimum another 18.5
Yes.
at minimum.
So,
yep, minimum
18.5 years, and that's from now they gave him, said he had another year in 2020. So from 2021, he has to serve at minimum 18 and a half years. So you're looking at 2039.
Yep, 38, 39, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's realistic. That's a very educated guess at this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they're going to say, oh, Shelby's getting out. They're testing out a home for him. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I understand that. That'll be, there's 20 years, 18.5, this is 85%.
Plus the one
So where's the 30 come in at?
Well, when they calculate the promoting or the Shank case, that was 10, and they'll add it all together when they do
That's
their
consecutive.
calculation.
Yes,
Right,
that's
right.
right. Because it's consecutive, they'll classify it as 30.
And so, again,
You don't have to say that. We don't have to say that, just that this
but
is
we know-
consecutive to the case
when
number.
the DOC starts calling us about
Because they're gonna
this,
Yeah.
credit the time in jail, except for the Shank case, which
Right.
he's technically served out right now.
Right, but he's on MRS.
Well,
so-
so that-
He'll have to serve the remainder leave in the court to go forward with sentencing. That's what we're doing, given the fact that those.
I'll do it if you can waive separate sentencing and late PSI,
Well,
as detailed as you can.
Yeah, did you add that into
The other charges?
or the statement about the time?
I only wrote it once. I wrote 2 times towards the side.
Happy birthday,
Do
Fluffy.
that, thank you. Downstairs, I just,
Whose birthday is it? I'm over here I'm out of StreamYard.
Fluffy.
Happy birthday, Fluffy! Today is Sarah's birthday. Actually, at 1 o'clock it is. Yeah. So my daughter Sarah turned 19 today.
Oh, yeah.
We did a little birthday thing today, and she's going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to get her an official cake and sing. So, but she's already got her birthday stuff. Headed back to school.
Yeah.
Officially.
see the indictment on 13 CR 76. Yeah.
13 CR 76. That's, let me rewind that just a little bit, because that's the one that he's looking at right now. If you look up the case, it is 13 CR and then it's a bunch of zeros and 76.
Hey, Jimbo, it's Pitbull Mama's birthday, too.
Hey, happy birthday, Pitbull Mama. That is awesome. Sarah, Pitbull Mama, and Fluffy. Very cool.
All right. I need the record. I need the indictment.
Leslie is a current resident down there. Leslie, could you tell me if Judge Hendricks is still the sitting judge? I'm pretty sure he is. And I hope he is, because he'd be very familiar with this case.
downstairs. I just need the indictment on 13 CR 76.
Oh, he's
Take the plea. I'm ready to do it. A plea agreement. Downstairs, get at least the record that has, that part of the record that has the indictment in the other case. And so we can do this first.
I listen to all this shit.
And
I'm gonna try to jot it down here. Number.
pick up the second one. We're going to get the record up here. Mr. Shell, I understand that an agreement has been reached, a plea agreement in both this case that we're going to try today, 14 CR 134, and the case that we took to trial and made a hung jury in Bell County last year, which was, get the number of it here, 13 CR 76. Do you understand that what we're doing now, that you're to change your pleas to guilty in both of these cases pursuant to these agreements that have been worked out today?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I'll tell you what I tell everybody who pleads in here, that you don't have to. You could still elect to go to trial. But if you plead in these cases, there'll be no trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Also, we'll have to ask you a few questions. So would you raise your right hand, please? Mr. Shell, do you swear or affirm that any answers you give us to be the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can lower your hand now, sir. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol
No,
today?
sir.
Are you taking any medicines that might
No,
impair
sir.
your judgment? No?
No.
Are you entering into these pleas voluntarily?
No, sir.
No?
I mean, I'm doing it on my own.
All right, that's what I meant. Has anyone forced you to?
No, sir.
All right, has anyone offered you anything of value to enter into?
No, sir.
All right. Are you
He takes
satisfied
away
with the
all
advice
those
of
things I
counsel?
was talking about.
Huh?
I said he goes through those questions because of all the, like I was talking about, like he can't be coerced or any of that shit. They try to make sure he's of sound mind, blah blah blah, and they did. So that would not be a way.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Because they're asking him, and he's saying no. You know, I wasn't coerced. I did it on my own. He even simplified it himself and put it in his own words. I did it on my own, if that's what you're asking. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Counsel, would you? I have three documents in both cases. Would you identify the documents and have Mr. Shell identify his signature on each one?
Shell, we're going to start here with today's case, 14 CR 134. If you recall, you saw this before the Commonwealth's offer on a plea of guilty.
Yes, sir.
You recall reviewing that. You discussed that with both myself and Mr. Simon, correct?
Right.
And you did sign this here at the bottom.
Yes, sir. It's no problem.
And along with that, we also had here the motion to enter a guilty plea.
Yes,
You recall discussing that with us. We reviewed that.
I remember signing it.
And you signed that in there. And then lastly,
I need to interrupt for a second. I just got a cash app. Thank you, Mandy, for the $50 cash app. It's really greatly appreciated.
Nice.
I don't know. It might be for Sarah's birthday. I don't know for sure, but
Sure to be used for that.
that's exactly what it'd be used for.
I already know how you work, man.
That's what it says for happy birthday, Sarah. Okay. Thank you. And I will give that to Sarah when she comes home for cake tomorrow. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that.
with this case, stand still on 14 CR 134. This is the actual guilty plea form. Discuss that, and that's your signature, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, Charlie. I'm looking at 13 CR 76. So this is a motion to enter guilty plea right here. Did you sign the second page right there?
Yes, sir.
That's significant. He's looking at 13 CR 76. That's what we're going to trial here on October 16th, guys. So pay attention.
Right? And this is the guilty plea order. Did you sign the second page right there?
Yes, sir.
And then finally, we get to the plea offer. This is the Commonwealth's offer to plead guilty. Is this your signature right there?
Yes, ma'am.
And we did go over these forms?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, very good. All right. I also have to advise you, Mr. Shell, that if you plead guilty today, you give up certain constitutional rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to speedy trial by jury, the right to present evidence on your own behalf at trial, the right to confront and cross-examine the Commonwealth's witnesses against you at trial, the right to hold the Commonwealth to the standard of proof of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and should you lose the trial, the right to appeal and the right to a lawyer on appeal. You understand?
Did you hear that? You give up the right to appeal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fuck you. Everybody who says he's getting a new trial, fuck that.
Yep.
Let me rewind in just a few seconds.
That's a fact, though. He pled
Sorry
guilty.
for my language.
Like I said, it's going to take somebody saying, hey, I did it. Or somebody being charged. That's the only thing that will change about this.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to get that because he did it. He's the one that did it.
The judge said you give up certain constitutional rights. The last one he says here is the right to an appeal, right to a speedy trial by jury, right to present evidence.
All right. I also have to advise you, Mr. Shell, that if you plead guilty today, you give up certain constitutional rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to speedy trial by jury, the right to present evidence on your own behalf at trial, the right to confront and cross-examine the Commonwealth's witnesses against you at trial, the right to hold the Commonwealth to the standard of proof of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and should you lose the trial, the right to appeal and the right to a lawyer on appeal. You understand you'll give up those constitutional rights if you plead guilty today.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep, he understood. Take that, bitches.
Also, if you get into additional criminal difficulty in the future, these pleas could enhance any sentencing arising out of that. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, it's my understanding that Mr. Shell is willing to waive a separate sentencing hearing and a delayed PSI and go ahead and be sentenced today. I'm going to accept the Commonwealth's offer on sentencing. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Shell?
Yes, sir.
We're good to go?
Yes, I was just going to say that he's a state inmate, or he was, and he hasn't been out since, so there's a PSI already on record.
All right. So after all that, Mr. Shell, do you still want to plead?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll start with 14 CR 00134. That was today's case. And I want to, did you go over the Commonwealth's offer on sentencing with counsel?
Yes, sir.
I think it comes to 20 years, basically for both cases. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Is that correct? That we're dealing with today. All right. Beginning with 14 CR 00134, Mr. Shell, and the amended charge of attempted unlawful imprisonment, a Class A misdemeanor. How do you plead?
Guilty.
And I'm going to ask you, Mr. Shell, on or about March 8th, 2014, you did in fact restrain one deputy, Mitchell Wade, against his will.
Guilty.
Oh, so this
Yes,
is
sir.
about the deputies. Huh?
Do what, bro?
Is this about the deputies?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one where he restrained them or whatever. Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is you think this upcoming thing might have to do with that.
Nope.
Oh.
This case is 14 CR 134.
Okay.
The case he's presenting evidence or whatever is
Right.
13 CR 76.
Okay, my bad.
Nope.
I didn't hear that.
Good. It's a good question. I would not have known the answer if he hadn't said the case numbers. So
Count 2, attempted unlawful imprisonment, Class A misdemeanor. By the way, both misdemeanors carry up to 12 months in jail and or up to a $500 fine. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you, on
count 2 is just another deputy, I think.
Right.
about that same date, You restrained one Josh Lilly against his will.
Guilty, yes, sir.
Did you do it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where are we? Count three. Attempt. I'm trying reading it right.
The rest of the Class D felonies are being amended to attempt, so it'd be criminal attempt of promoting contraband.
I'm trying to read your attempt to what?
So the rest of our, on this case, are promoting contraband, which probably means he had something up his ass, right? Maybe the shank.
Probably his, in his prison wallet, prison purse, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they're all attempted.
Oh, he thinks it's funny. See him laughing? Good at smooth. I'm only getting 20 years for all the shit I did. Woohoo.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As to the charge of attempt to promote contraband, which is what now? Misdemeanor? Class D?
Class A misdemeanor.
Class A misdemeanor, okay, the 12 months in jail and or $500 fine. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And I'm going to ask you, going about that same day, March 8, 2014, you did attempt to introduce or obtain contraband in the Harlan County Detention Center.
Yes, sir, you right.
All right.
Yes, sir, you right.
Attempt to promote contraband Class D felony with carried Class A misdemeanor with carried 12 months in jail and or $500 fine. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And I'm going to ask you one about March 8, 2014. You again possessed dangerous contraband while in the Harlan County Detention Center.
Guilty.
Did
Yes,
you
sir.
do it? The pepper spray, did you have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He stole it from the deputy.
All right.
Pepper spray. Stuff it.
Count 5. This will be attempted assault, 3rd degree.
That's correct.
Is that what we are?
I think it's 3 promoting contraband in this one.
We're going to another one. Okay. Count 5, attempted contraband, now amended down to a Class A misdemeanor, because 12 months in jail and or $500 fine. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And I'm going to ask you one about March 8, 2014. You did, in fact, commit that offense by having a handcuff taken from one Josh Lilly.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, count 6. Attempted assault, 3rd degree. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And I'm going to ask you one about that same day, March 8, 2014. You committed that offense with regard to Deputy Mitchell Wade.
Yes, sir.
Shank. All right. Count 7, attempted assault, 3rd degree, or attempted assault, 3rd degree. Is that where we are? All right. It's hard to read and write. Now, misdemeanor, Class A misdemeanor. How do
Yes,
you
sir.
plead?
Guilty.
All right. I'm going to ask you, if on about that same day, March 8, 2014, you did commit that offense by making stabbing actions towards Deputy Josh Lilly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly, Night Stalker. Exactly.
Behind Green Eyes, we'll be praying for you. Be careful.
What's going on behind Green Eyes?
She's leaving for California
Oh,
tomorrow.
goodness. Yep. Good night.
She has traveling to do.
Yeah, man. Get you some rest and keep us posted if you need us. You know where we're at. We love you.
All right. Count 8, attempted assault, Class A misdemeanor. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you, on about March 8, 2014, you committed that offense by spitting on Deputy Wade, Mitchell Wade. Did you?
Yes, sir.
Spit on a deputy. It's a real good guy right there.
All right. All right. Count 9, attempted tampering with physical evidence, Class A misdemeanor. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you one about March 8, 2014. You did submit that offense by putting a shank down the floor drain at the Harlan County Detention Center?
Yes, sir.
All right. Count 10, attempted tampering with physical evidence. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you one about that same date. You committed that offense by hiding a key at the Harlan County Detention Center.
Yes, sir.
Count 11, attempted menacing, or just menacing, I'm sorry, a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, I'm going to ask you one about March 8, 2014. You committed that offense by placing one Mitchell Wade in apprehension of imminent physical injury.
Guilty.
Did you do it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, and count 12, menacing, menacing, rather, a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm going to ask you one about March 8, 2014. You placed another person, one Josh Lilly, in imminent fear of physical injury.
Yes, sir.
Or imminent apprehension of physical injury. All right. The PFO is dismissed by agreement. Correct. So that's it. We'll move on now to.
Your Honor, could we take a short break? I've been really busy this morning. I need to use the restroom.
They got a union.
All
Huh?
right.
It's also
Huh?
I said, oh, they got a union. They're wanting to take a break, huh?
Yeah. You say you had to pee. Let's hear.
That's it. We'll move on now to.
Your Honor, could we take a short break? I've been really busy this morning. I need to use the restroom. Mr. Reed has also had difficulty.
You got old man problems. You gotta go pee, bro.
With the internet in this room, and he's gone to our office to check one thing. I apologize, but I've been running around and
Okay. Let's.
I need a restroom break.
Okay. Take a short break. Go off the record for about 5 minutes.
All right. Now this. Let me go and we'll look through the other plea just for a minute and see how many we can count.
Because they just did what, 11 or 12?
They did 12. Yeah, there was 12 counts that he pled guilty to there, but that's a different case.
Right. That's where he.
I wonder if there's a printout of the plea, the guilty plea of all the charges he had. I know where they're at, but I don't know how you would. Shit. Stan, do you guys ever FOIA the info on the Meals on Wheels robberies? No, I didn't.
No.
I think it happened in South Carolina.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I never fooled with it because I mean he's in prison and it's untelling, Let me show. Let's get this other one up here. Let me go back here and. Shelby Shell, guilty plea in many charges. Murder pleads guilty. I think that's the one we watched. I've got the whole video on a CD, on a DVD, but use this external hard drive and I can't get the fucker to work most of the time. It's pathetic. I wonder if I can get my Apple one to work. Let me see. Let me pause for a second. Go ahead, Kemper. If you got to sing, brother, whatever you need to do. I got you.
Dance.
Huh?
Sing and dance.
Well, sing and dance?
I ain't going to do all that. My boss will get on to me for the free ones.
Oh, shit, bro. Is she here now?
I think yes. So let's just keep it there with it, okay?
Nip it. Remember what Barney Fife used to say?
Nip it. Nip it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. what he has a court date for could be a new charge while incarcerated. It could be, but the thing is, it says here, CR 76 Commonwealth versus Shelby L. evidentiary hearing, and it says a 10 out here, 0026070, motion to vacate sentence, set aside or correct sentence. And then number 12, same thing, motion to vacate sentence, set aside or correct sentence.
It's probably corrected because they probably he might have gotten too much for certain things, you know, when they did all the adding or whatever. Who knows?
And the 85% and all that shit.
Yeah. So it's probably having to do with that.
Very possible. Very possible.
But I do know the King family should be aware of it too.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
You would think. Absolutely, you would think. No, we ain't union, Leslie. Quit that. He's talking about the Harlan County court system. Oh, you mean for me to take? I'm not really taking a break. I'm gonna go off camera, and I'm gonna try to hook up this damn external hard drive that's made for a Mac. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Here we go. He's going.
If y'all hear some, and the noise, call 911. Y'all know the number? Maybe old Ern's sister said this to get old Ern to leave or stay out of Kentucky. Possibly. They don't like him.
Yeah, he probably keeps up with it like most people do, you know, especially like he does himself when he gets up and Googles his name to see if anything new. You know, he does the same thing on YouTube and Facebook and everything. So I'm sure he does it with his brother. And he's probably seen this and has made up his own story about what's happening. Not anything to do with the truth, just Ernie's story. This is what he's doing. This is what he does. So I'm sure that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time, and so he's going to try to build it up. But he knows it ain't shit. He knows that. He knows his brother ain't getting out. Ernie made sure of that. Didn't you, Ernie? Big badass Ern with his badass movie and book. You're sad, boy. You're sad. Yeah, but you ain't getting out, Shelby. You know that, Shelby Lee? Shelby Lee? I try, man. It hurts. It really hurts to try to say that. Don't electrocute yourself. Yeah, he doesn't have an appeal. He pled guilty to a lot of shit. Not just expiring Ronnie. A lot of other stuff. And this is what he's done most of his life. I mean, hell, he got out of prison and went back less than 6 months later. Or at least was incarcerated less than 6 months later. That is a career criminal. It's also escalating. Like I said, the first one he went to prison for, he was just tying them up and robbing them. This one, he took the person's life. If that ain't escalating, I don't know what is. That's why I'm sort of like Ernie's line about the whole serial killer thing. I just don't see it. I don't see that he was out long enough to even really do that. Like, yeah, he was out long enough to have a body count, but not the way that Ernie's tried to play it. I don't think it's true at all. But I do believe he needs a lot worse than what he received for what he did. Right, he's institutionalized, Night Stalker. Like when he was telling people that he was going to be going back home, people are like, huh? What? But that's what he was meaning. Yep. Monstrous secrets, you're right. It's all bullshit. Ernie knows it. Hey, Kathy. Shelby, you got it. But yeah, he's not getting out, guys. He really isn't. For them to let him out, that would be one of the worst injustices I've ever seen in my life. I've seen some pretty fucked up shit. So for it to be like that, no. You want to talk about a protest, I'll lead it. 100%. I'll be front lines. I do not care. But I don't think I'll be having to lead one. Because I just don't see it.
Can't get the Apple one to work. So I'm gonna try to use this cheap ass one I bought at Walmart like, half a year ago or more.
Yeah.
See if I can get it to work. It's
right, Penny Positive. Let's see how long before Mama T deletes or hides her video of her and Erm pretending to care about Jimbo's family. Because you know that she doesn't. She don't even care about her own family. I don't care what she says.
right.
Proof's in the pudding. Mama T'd rather be on YouTube lying about people, spreading false rumors, whatever you want to call it, lies, pretty much. That's what she does. Instead of spending time with her daughter, son, whatever. She don't. She does this stupid shit like she did tonight. And believe me, it's stupid. But, it's something besides her usual, come over here and talk to me on my panel. Get over here. Way better. At least in her eyes. So fucking fake. A dog shitting in the yard would be more content she creates.
Oh, I got it to work. I found one file. Let me play this file for y'all first. This is Shelby. It's only like a 13-second file, but it made it onto this disk. I don't know if they did this accidentally or what, but Shelby is telling the King family he's sorry for what he did. He says, "I'm sorry. You hear me? Even for stuff what I did in jail. You hear me? Listen to this piece of shit."
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. I'll share this piece of shit. Here it is. Is it up on the screen?
Yep.
All right. Listen.
Hope you forgive me.
Hope you forgive me. Hope you forgive me. Sorry for the words I said to you in the past and stuff too. I really am. This motherfucker. All right, let me find these other files. See which one it is.
My thought on that is why let him out with such a horrendous crime committed. To do it again, that would surely be the wrong move. Right. Like, it doesn't, like, you would have to have some serious bullshit going on for that to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I told you this once before. Your presence here does a lot of things. We were here on today was Commonwealth versus Shelby Shell, which is a kidnapping case. Shell is pled guilty. Also in another case too that we were to try in Bell County next month. So I've told you this well, certainly this term, and Trump's consider evidence and really what's going on. Take care and
I can't find it.
Can't find it. Good night, Earth.
On this one. Hang on a second.
Sleep well, Earth Angel.
This might be.
Exactly, Leslie. Well, I fucking apologize if innocent. He's not. He admitted it to Jimbo. He admitted it to Ernie and Jimbo. I believe he
the record
planned that.
That's part of the record has been done.
At least that's where Ernie manipulated.
Possessed dangerous, fit that offense by putting a shank.
Wow.
And assuming the
county.
I believe I got it.
Wasn't that county jail that he held those two guards hostage?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
Yep. Harlan County Detention Center. All right. Sorry to make y'all wait so long. I believe I found it here. We got my external hard drive working and everything. So here we go.
So remove this last statement here. It's
Yeah, that's obviously. You're right.
And at this point, it's a distinction about it.
We'll count the CV numbers on here.
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Joe, about February 17th, 2013. You committed that offense by causing the death of Ronnie King.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll call that count one of conspiracy. Even though he says he committed the offense that caused the death, that's the conspiracy to commit murder. Okay, let's count one. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure can.
Count two, tampering with physical evidence.
Your Honor.
I'm going to ask you one about February 17th, that he committed that offense by mutilating, altering, or removing physical evidence from the scene of the crime that involved death of Ronnie King.
Yes.
All right, count two. He even said it. Count two, tampering with physical evidence.
Count three, robbery. How do you plead?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one about February 13th, February 17th, 2013. You did in fact commit that offense. Committing a theft using threats or immediate use of physical force upon another, while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Count three is robbery.
Count four, kidnapping, also a capital offense. How do you plead?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one about February 17th, 2013. You committed offense by unlawfully restraining King.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yes.
You did it.
Count four, kidnapping.
Count five, burglary and first degree by people. How do you plead?
Yeah.
I ask you one about February 17th, 2013. You committed the offense of burglary by knowingly entering and remaining unlawfully in the residence of Ronnie King while armed with a deadly weapon.
Yes, sir.
You can turn up a little bit, Jimbo, or do you have an ability?
I will see. Let me see. Let me find the volume button here. Oh, it's at 100. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, count six or count five. I'm sorry. It's burglary in the first degree. You're welcome, Nana Kim.
Count six. Arson, second degree, Class B felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm gonna ask you on about February 17, 2013, you committed that offense, starting a fire, with the intent to destroy or damage the building of another, specifically that of Ronnie King.
Yes, sir.
I think he said arson, second degree, and that's count 6.
Count 7, being,
You're right,
possession of a
Rosemary.
handgun, being found convicted felon.
Guilty.
And I'm gonna ask you if you did possess a handgun.
Yes, sir.
Count 7, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon.
Count 3, being consistent felony offender in the second degree, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I'm gonna ask you if before the charge was brought in this case.
That one was dismissed. The second part of it there was the persistent felony offender.
Shell, bring that to my attention. Very good.
So anybody who says Shelby wasn't paying attention, Shelby didn't know what he was doing, he just corrected his lawyers and the judge. That motherfucker knew exactly what he was doing.
Sure did.
Fluffy, that is the big question. Why didn't he get more time?
Because of what he pled to. And part of that plea is running it all together concurrent instead of stacking it.
Yep.
And if they would have stacked it, that's a life sentence if they stack it.
It's horseshit. It's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you know, it's a slap on the wrist, if you ask me. Like, people get more for way less. And he jumped on this because, like, I mean, hell, he's going to get out and still be a relatively, you know, not young man, but hell, if he gets out now, he's young. But, yeah, I wouldn't plead nothing, Leslie. If I didn't do something, ain't no damn way I'd plead to it.
Not at all.
Having found the foundation of the pleas, I'm accepting them. And it's my understanding, what we've already talked about, this sentencing will proceed today. All right. Waive separately here. We're waiving separately here. Yes. All right.
Total sentence 20.
We'll start with 14 CR 0037.
So there are no 10 and 12. Unless you count them together. The 134 and CR 76.
Yeah.
He got 7 charges in the the hard stuff. He got conspiracy to commit murder, tampering with physical evidence, robbery, kidnapping, burglary, arson, and possession of a handgun by a felon. Like, this is the piece of shit that people are wanting free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain this to me, dude.
I can't, dude. I don't understand it myself. I've tried to understand why people would think that would be a good idea. But, I mean, honestly, just look at what he did before he got out of his first prison stint.
Yeah.
Look at that bullshit he did. He was kidnapping the seniors, binding them up, robbing them. These are people on fixed incomes. They're old. They could have a heart attack by being bound up. You want to talk about PTSD? You want to talk about traumatizing? This is what he did. Then you add where he, what do you want to call it? Held hostage 2 of the sheriff's department.
That was kidnapping too. I think they called it something else. No, it was kidnapping, I believe.
But just look at that. And then look at what happened with Ronnie King. And look at him while he's doing all of this shit. Like, he just wants to get back to his cell, man. He's like, fuck this members only jacket. He's like, I just want to go back, eat my honey buns.
Yeah.
Go SA somebody. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
It's
He's already been a decade in fucking inside of fucking institutions. A decade by this point.
Yeah.
You add his first time in prison, his time being sent off, all of his time now. Yeah, he's definitely put some time in. So that's his attitude. He don't give a fuck about this court. This is an inconvenience for him.
I think so now, Stalker. I think he was 29. So he's, probably 39, 40 now. Like you're describing there, like this man, the only reason these shithole creators are clinging on to this is because they think if they, can get a murderer freed from prison, then they're big shit, right? Hot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to live with the consequences of that?
Yeah, that ain't going to happen, though. That's the thing. It won't.
No, but that's the only reason they're doing it. Like rap.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? A little prick.
That'll make him a big name because he's so close to it.
Yeah, and listen, this little pussy. Are you watching me, little pussy? He's gonna sue me, right?
Right. Whatever.
Go for it. What are you gonna sue me for? Because you said you raped somebody? You're gonna sue me for that? Because you said it? Nah. Good luck with that, homeboy. She said no. And I took it upon myself to do it anyway. That's on you, boy. Now, let's say you're successful. What are you going to get? What the fuck do you think I got? Like, y'all talk about me all the time, right? I'm just crippled old nobody with nothing. Maybe you can pay some of my bills, right? If you sue me, you own my bills too? Pussy. Go for it. Sue me.
Nice talk. You were absolutely right. I couldn't have said it any better. What do you think, Jimbo?
Nah, this makes him sick as him. It does make him sick as him, yeah. Mr. Rappy, whenever you have me served, I got one for you too. It ain't got no expiration date on it. Remember that? We'll go to court. I'm ready. Show that address up, big boy.
Yeah, Leslie, they don't get it, but they don't live there. They don't have any skin in this game, and that's why these people are willing to do this shit. It's not their fucking lives. They are not affected one bit. No decisions being made around that affects them. That's why they're so willing to do it. That's why these people have been so willing to do this shit from the get-go. Fake as fuck. I swear, man, that's all I've seen is fake motherfuckers.
Mandy, I think a lot of it started out that way. I think solely to torment Earn and push him to go crazy. I think Rap and a couple others really started it because of that. Griff, Benny, and then Rap came along. Nicolina's jumped on. She's in and out, in and out. Sometimes she wants to save Ernie's little life, because he's not right. So she's his big protector, his mommy, just like she does Rap. And then, then she thinks he's nut job and she wants to drive him over the edge. It just depends on what mood she's in today. But yeah, you're right. Some of them, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to drive Ernie crazy. And they did a pretty good job of it. I mean, he is a nutbag.
He's already crazy.
Brought it out. Yeah, brought it out.
They definitely helped it progress fast.
Yeah, they put it on display. Is what they did.
Even with the shit that I've done, I wouldn't take it that far. I couldn't. I thought it was crossing the line. That's why I wasn't going on a panel going, y'all are fucking crazy. Why are you doing this shit? No, I distanced myself. It's like, fuck it. I'm not going to be that. So,
since the beginning, like, well, now we've been wrong a couple of times about a couple of different things, but we try to vet everything and only come with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes with Ernie. So, especially with Ernie.
Yeah, that's why.
Give us a reason to say, oh, look, they're lying on me, and I can prove that. So we don't lie. Not about you, big boy. Only thing I lie about is the size of my shoes.
Your back titties?
Where's 8? 8.5, somewhere there.
They are twisted, Rosemarie. They are. But Leslie, they should go to Harlan and ask about Shelby. Or Ernie, for that matter. Just ask about the Shell boys.
Yeah.
Ask anybody.
Anyhow. That's the thing, man. Like, these people don't know. They don't live there. They don't, they think everybody in Kentucky's neighbors. Like, these fools that want to try to say that I was there. No, I don't. I don't live near Harlan, or Everett's. I live in Corbin. Actually, I live in London now, but I lived in Corbin. I can't just get in the car and be in Harlan in 15 minutes.
No, honestly, you can't really get in the car and just be somewhere in 15 minutes anywhere around there.
And that was the weekend, right before I turned, because it happened on the 17th or 18th, and I turned 40 that weekend.
You see that shit?
Daisy said Ernest lived in Harlan. I mean, there's a couple people that like him, yeah. He's made fun of in Harlan. He's a joke. Yeah, always has been, since I've known him.
Every person I've talked to, even some of the people close to him, they admit, he's got issues, but they still help facilitate by turning a blind eye, by saying, "Oh, that's Ernie. He don't mean no harm," that kind of shit. Yeah, that's basically facilitating it. But but they still admit. His own family still admits. Ernie does admit it. He'll give you a bunch of bullshit with that truth in there, but he tells you. He knows he's fucking crazy. He knows it's more than PTSD. Whatever, dude. You are schizophrenic, boy.
Daisy also said Rose Bly is alive. Oh, Lord. Ain't that Candace's sister?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim Louise.
Yeah.
It's Don's sister. Thank you, Kim Louise, for the $20 Cash App. $20 super chat for Miss Sarah's birthday. I will give that to her tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you all who sent Sarah some birthday present. And I know it's Cash App or whatever, but that's actually what she prefers. We got her some cute things. I guess there's a Barbie movie out or coming out.
A what? A Barbie?
Movie?
Oh, yeah. It just came out in theaters not long ago.
Yeah, and the even the older girls are really digging it, I guess, or it's got some kind of pop culture,
It is pretty popular.
So she wanted Barbie stuff, man. Like not Barbies, but like a Barbie. We got our Barbie jackets, pink. Some clothes and a big glass. She wanted like a wine glass, Barbie wine glass filled with candy to put on her desk at school. So, in her dorm. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everything you all do and give to my kids. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Ken Louise. Thank you, Mandy, and there's been a couple others over the last couple of days that sent a little bit and said, "Hey, tell Sarah happy birthday," and we appreciate that. Sarah really does it, Oh gosh, Kipper sent me what was it, $10,000 or $11,000? Kipper,
Dude, what the fuck?
you didn't want me to tell?
Chat, first of all, and you bring this up.
Oh, I forgot about Luna.
Dude, okay, I might not have any myself, but I'm going to take your kneecaps. It's going to be a domino effect. Mine.
No. Hey, let me shift gears here for a second. Southern girl,
you
dumb bitch.
14 battle dogs.
Yeah. Now I do have dogs, and many dogs. And if I want to get some more, I will. But I don't have 18 dogs and 10 puppies. Negative. Right. Now I decided to keep Vader. So I'm going to add him in with the dogs, okay? That makes the number 12. Are you paying attention? 12 dogs.
She's
I
not.
can give you their names. Do what, Kipper?
She's not paying attention. She don't care.
No, she don't.
She'll come up with some story and have some other number of some bullshit and this and that. And I mean, it's a constant cycle and process. So ain't no way.
Yeah. But
it's
funny that she says that dumb shit. So I'm sitting there, we're in Campbellsville watching Molly's performance, and let me tell you, folks, they are awesome. They are awesome.
Rocked it.
Molly's a percussionist. She plays the bass drum, and they got in their class best percussion. That's awesome. Then they also got best performance. Their band won their class too. So they're awesome, bro. And I'm so proud. She's just in 8th grade. So
I'm telling you, man, it's fun. It's fun being in the band like that.
Yeah.
Like I was in a band that didn't do competitions, and then I moved to a place that did.
Yeah.
And it was a night and day difference, man. It does impact,
Yeah. But we were sitting there, and in Burger King, ironically, not BK, but Burger King, and I see the idiot, dumb shit, 18 dog claim, right? I'm like, oh. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say, look, I told them, I said, I'm gonna tell them that I'm getting 2 Connie Corsos, which looks like cane Corsos, and 2 Tibetan Mastiffs. They're huge.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about, I don't know, 800 or 900 pounds of dog.
Yeah. And I said, I'm gonna tell them I'm getting 4 of them on Monday. And I want to see if Southern Girl runs with it. And boom, bada bing, bada boom. It's like I just said, go Southern Girl, because she ran with it, bro. She ran with it.
She always will.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Sort of like Mama T,
Oh my God, yeah. And she's so easy, man. Like she's so jealous, because I told her, look here, Southern Girl, out of the thousands of dogs I have here, none of them,
the millions across the world, sorry,
none of them spend any time on a chain. None of them. Not one. Now, I don't live in a yard. Now, we got copperheads, but I don't live in a yard where there's timber rattlers.
Oh, you just got copperheads and shit.
Yeah. And you live in a place with timber rattlers? You kind of dog up?
Sorry.
Come on, man. I just got a message on Facebook. I saw it come across it. I think it said my granddaughter plays saxophone and she loves it. That's an awesome instrument. It is so awesome. We have a certain creator whose son played the saxophone and graduated last year. And he was awesome. First chair. So but it would have been great if that creator would have been part of it. Thank you, Queen Ashley. And then thank you to everybody. Shouty Caps, I see yours. And Erica's put one up there a minute ago. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. And Rosemary J, thank you. Thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. But you know, I can't really spend a whole lot of time on it, Southern Girl, because I mean, you know, I can just say you're a damn liar. A damn hating liar. It is cruel to chain up a dog, Rosemary J. You know, that's what the hell.
But I wouldn't have a dog if I had to have it on a chain.
What kind of life is that?
No, I would at the very, very least get it a fenced in area, like a yard.
Did you see the video I put in Discord earlier?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I haven't been in Discord.
This man, his family is kids close to our kids, and he goes to dialysis 5 days a week. I saw was it Chasing or who said that? They played the saxophone for years.
That was Erica, I think.
Was it Erica? Yeah, it is Erica. Erica, thank you. And I bet Erica rocked that damn thing too. I could just see it. But that minute you need to go watch that video, bro. That man has wanted a Rottweiler. So his kids come in, and the family gave it to him for free because she found out he's on dialysis 5 days a week, and you know he's really, really sick. His kids came in the door and said, "Dad, got a surprise for you." And you know if you're on dialysis a lot, I guess you're in a bad mood a lot, right? So he kind of acted like he's in a bad mood. Wow, you know, and they're like, "Guess what it is?" He goes, "Is it a car?" Because you know that would surprise me. That's what I want. Well, see, they said, "What have you always wanted?" And he goes, "Well, a car or a truck." And anyway, long story short, somebody walks in the door, hands him the Rottweiler, and he goes, "Oh my God!" You know, he said, I've been wanting one of you for years." And he said, "Where'd you find a Rottweiler?" And like he just took right to that dog and was loving on it. And his daughter said, "Is that better than a new car?" And he goes, "Oh my God, yes." So it was awesome, man. You gotta watch the video.
That'll help a person when they're not feeling well to have that kind of joy, that kind of emotion. It does help heal.
I don't know if I can get that to play. Actually, I might be able to send it. Let me see if I can. I might be able to play it on Facebook. Let me see.
No, I was a band nerd, big time. I played trombone from 4th grade to 12th grade. And in Alabama, they start you early too, just like in football.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was all about that and choir and show choir. Loved it. It's definitely some of the structure I had in my life, you know, besides my dad and church and that kind of stuff. That was another part of it. But that was like my escape from church, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
I
know?
get it, bro. I get it for sure.
Yeah. But like, I mean, our whole band, like, we started out 13 members. The next year it was like 50, and the year after it was almost 100.
Wow.
By the time I graduated, we were competing and taking home best of shows and hosting the Phantom Regiment for the DCI competition and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It was really cool. If you don't know DCI, you should Google it. If you are a band nerd,
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
it's just like what's the name of that movie? Drumline. It's like that, literally. So it's good stuff.
Y'all listen. I'm getting ready to show a video from my Facebook Messenger. So do not send me a message on Facebook Messenger if you're worried about your name being shown on YouTube, because it may flash across the screen. Okay? Fair warning. So hold back your messages on Messenger until after this 2-minute video.
We got a surprise for Dad.
Thank you, the dove.
Okay, Mom will bring it in a second. What do you think it is?
I have no idea. Hopefully just a sandwich.
Hopefully a sandwich.
I think you'd rather have this than a sandwich. Want this for a while.
What, a car? Truck?
How can she bring a car in here, Dad?
Well, that's what I've been wanting for a while, vehicle.
No, I think you'll like this more.
No, I don't think I
If
will.
Mom even comes in the house.
The present, Dad. Here you go. See?
Thank you, son.
See? There's your gift.
Oh, that's what I'm wanting all day.
But no, you'll like that better. You'll like that better.
What the hell did you do?
It's a her.
God. Little Rottweiler, where'd you get this?
That's Willow.
Do you like her better?
Oh, God, yeah. Baby. I'm going to want you forever.
Do you like her better than a car?
Shit, yeah. I've been wanting a Rottweiler for a long time. She's an inside dog, by the way.
She is an inside dog.
Yeah, she's sitting out here in the living room.
They're all inside dogs.
Yeah.
Her name ain't Willow.
Her name is Willow.
Her name is Willow. Yes, it is. I've already named her.
What'd you name her?
Do not name her anything different. Her name's already Willow.
Cleopatra.
No.
Yeah. Cleo. Yeah.
No, Willow.
No.
No one
Willow
likes.
is a troll's name.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
Troll.
it's a dwarf.
It is a dwarf name.
All right, guys. What do you think, man?
That was cool.
He was tickled, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He's loving it. Because he just wasn't having it. Even when he got his Pepsi, he was just like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
then
you.
the dog, he's just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Where'd you get this?
yeah. Yeah, Paisley, his whole mood changed. And
He took to petting, and that's part of that therapeutic part.
his
You know?
his wife sent a picture of they named it Cleopatra, so they call it Cleo, but they changed the name from Willow quick. But his wife sent a picture, and it was them snuggled up and said, I think she's gonna be just fine here.
I would say so.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, now
That would be good for him.
yeah, he raised that baby up, and you know it'll be right by his side
Mm-hmm.
always. They do, right, Faith? They bring you joy. They do, and it's awesome. Animals make everything better. I know Erica's a big animal lover. Like she's an animal lover because she loves animals. Southern
Like,
girl,
yeah.
she ain't no
That-
animal lover, bro.
I was going to say, when Erica told me about her saving that cow, I was just like, see, man, that's the cool shit right there.
It is. It is. Like,
And have a pet cow. Because she loved animals, you know. Good shit. Real good shit.
Oh no, Penny Positive. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why I don't fish, hunt, none of that kind of stuff. Like if I had to go and hunt, I could, but I wouldn't want to. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't. I would probably forage.
Yeah.
Find edible plants and stuff, you know.
9 horses, Faith? Wow.
That's wild.
I got some dogs that are like horses. They eat like horses. Oh gosh. Somebody said, I hate to see your dog food, Bill. I said, I do too. Don't worry. That makes 2 of us. But it's yeah, this Southern girl, fake ass, like, let me tell you something, bro. If you love a pet, when it dies, you don't cut it up.
Nope.
You ain't no damn scientist. You know, listen here, listen up, you crazy bitch. You're not a scientist. You have no reason to cut an animal open after it's gone for research. What the fuck are you researching? That should be a crime. It's sick.
Yep.
And you want to talk about my dog and call animal control? They laughed at you, you dumbass.
You see that?
My big old cow, as Bubba would say, he's 2,200 pounds and thought he was a big dog. I still miss him. He died of old age. Oh my gosh, Erica.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I bet he ate more than Nicolina.
I bet he was spoiled just like all of our other animals.
I guarantee it. Yeah, you guys pray for that family, that 14-year-old Penny was talking about. There's just so much crazy stuff going on in this world today, guys. Y'all take care of your own. And that's my message to, and I appreciate people that are worried. You know, I've thought a lot about, well, let me go ahead and say first, before I tell you what I've thought a lot about. But if, you know, these threats, if I hear them, I'm going to ask for the phone calls. I'll do my due diligence. I want to know. I don't doubt it, but I want to know. And if these threats are real, I will protect my family. I would not hesitate to end that motherfucker. So,
or other motherfucker when it comes to his family.
That's right. And that's on site.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask no questions.
And that should be expected by anybody when it comes down to their family.
Yeah. If you're a real man, that's how you handle your shit.
That's the stakes. That's what you're gambling with.
Yep.
Rosemary, Maine Coons are huge. My mom had one for almost 20 years. Huge cat. Like, but not heavy.
Holy moly. Have you ever seen this picture of Erica and her cow?
Yeah, she sent it to me. That's what I was referring to, was that story she told me. I thought you knew about it.
Damn, nation. That's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
She is what a lot of people try to claim to be when it comes to loving animals. So
yeah, Paisley, I reckon so. I reckon.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. If I've got ducks and chickens and that kind of stuff, they're probably gonna become food at some point.
I couldn't do it if they're a pet. I couldn't do it.
It would be hard for me to, but if I went into the agreement with that understanding, it would be a different situation. It'd be like homesteading, man. If you got a homestead, you're gonna have to. I don't think she's homesteading. I think she's still buying all of her groceries and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't think like that. I've not seen any solar turbines or anything.
No. And look, if you name something and then turn around and eat it, you're a sicko.
That's why I can't hunt and fish. Like, if I eat meat, it's going to be done for me. I don't want to even know about it. Like, it's the view of it. You get what I'm saying? If I'm viewing it as food, then it's a different thing. I don't think I could, but I do know people that do it. So,
see, Queen, that's unconditional, real love.
mm-hmm. Sure is
unconditional. That's what love. That's what love is.
Well, that's part of that. Them being therapeutic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They come and comfort and love and bring good vibes, and I mean, even your dog, your cat, your pet guinea pig. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, or if you help bring it into the world, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it, man. I can't. I just can't. Man, I know people are different, but
I'm not fond of ducks, so I probably wouldn't. Like, and if I had chickens, I'd probably just eat the eggs. I ain't gonna lie.
I've never eaten duck. I've never eaten duck before.
Duck is just like dark meat of chicken.
I don't like dark meat. So.
I don't either. I'm a white meat guy. That's why I said I'm not fond of duck.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Now the eggs, when we had chickens, the eggs were wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh eggs. Ooh, man. Yeah, we had eggs every day. We had something with eggs or just eggs every day.
Man, pickled eggs.
Forever and ever, like when me and Thelma wanted like an afternoon snack or something, she would fry us up an egg, you know. I just eat the whites. I don't like the yolk, but she would fry us up an egg. You know, good little snack. You know, we sent you some down in the basement every now and then when you're up. You sleep late though.
Hell yeah.
But Southern Girl, you're not a real animal lover. You're fake. You're a fraud. You're a phony. And your friends now called you out for it back then.
Sure
now
did.
they call you friend, they don't call you out for it. But they all feel the same way.
And they've sort of gotten some red flags, and you've seen it happen. And they even said something about the way that she was being so harsh. Like, even Nick said it. When Nick says you're being a little too harsh, you should be thinking about some shit in your life.
Mm-hmm. Kathy, who was making threats, allegedly Shelby Shell. I don't doubt it. I'm going to confirm it. And if it's true, and if he gets released before I expire, then I will be 100% ready to end a threat before it gets to my family. So I would not suggest anybody coming around my property acting stupid. So anybody that has contact with your boy over there, I won't tell him that.
Yeah.
Let him know.
I don't think Shelby's getting out, bro.
I don't either.
Like I said, I think it's bullshit.
Grammy of two, when I was young, my parents had a couple cows and pigs to raise for food. My brother named them steak, hamburger, bacon, and ham.
See, even that'd be easier to do.
Rosemary never had any kids, but my boo-boo is my baby, and he's huge already. What is that, Rosemary? Is that cat or dog? I always wanted me a little spider monkey. I always did, bro. And then I had Hunter, and I didn't need one no more. I got one. One thing for sure, anything that goes in and out to Shelby is read by others. And if there is a parole hearing, that stuff will come up. The letters that he wrote to his mama, they've got copies of them. They scan them before they mail them. They absolutely do, and he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
And anything goes back is scanned. I remember Stephanie sent him some pictures that never made it to him because it showed too much of her titty, right? You remember Tittygate?
Yeah, she tried to say that it wasn't her and she did that on purpose. Yeah, I remember.
Uh-huh.
She wanted it to get flagged, she said. You know how she works, man.
Yeah. It's like the FBI twice in a week.
Right? Those 300 pictures, I'm still waiting on those. Either that or the proof of military service. That'd be awesome.
Those 300 pictures would be a blockbuster. Maybe that's what they're going to court on the 16th. Right?
That's probably what it is, that grand jury. They're being convened. That's sarcasm if anybody hasn't picked up.
I got you. Kim Louise's sister was a jockey. I had a motorbike. That's cool. That is so cool. I was always too fat to be a jockey. Cat, Maine Coon, 2 years old. Oh, cool.
Bro, they do get big, man. They're the biggest cats that you'll find.
Yeah.
Besides
for 5 years.
Cats, yeah.
That's wild, man. Yeah, let me see.
They almost lynx, I guess, would be a good comparison.
Yeah.
The way that their fur grows and their mane and all that. They are, like, you have to groom them all the time. And they groom themselves, but you have to brush them all the time.
Yeah.
You don't, then you get dreadlocks and, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I found a picture of a Maine Coon. I want to share with y'all.
Oh.
Dang, nation. They are big, ain't they?
Yeah. Like, they're not heavy, but their fur makes them look a lot bigger than what they are, but their body frame is long. And this, like I said, it's the biggest of any.
Yeah, this lady's holding it out with one hand. You can see that it's not that heavy, but.
Right.
But do you see that damn thing?
Mm-hmm. My mom's was like black and silver striped.
Look at that one.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a wildcat.
I told you, man. It looks like a lynx, yo.
That's so cool, man.
Yep. They're huge.
Nah, we can't have no cats right here.
No, dude. You want to talk about starting a riot in your house?
Yeah, no, we'll leave the cats out of
it. Right. I can just imagine that shit.
Yeah.
Bodie would be the ringleader of it. He's like another one who just got in from outside.
Mm-hmm.
But to bust this motherfucker up.
They are beautiful, aren't they, Erica? Those are beautiful, man. Those. I bet you do have to groom them all the time, though.
Oh, I'm telling you. Like my mom, she kept a brush next to her, and Little Bit would sit there, and she would brush her.
Little Bit,
yeah. My dad called her Bones, and he was the only one that could call her Bones, and she would answer. Anybody else called her Bones, she would not.
So is that like is that one of my irony type names, like Biggin or?
Well, he called her Bones because like she was all fur, and then like her frame, she wasn't very heavy. Like I said, like she was big, but she wasn't solid. You know, it's a lot of that is fur.
Yeah.
But I want to say probably like 20 pounds, 25 pounds, maybe 30, depending. I don't think she was a full Maine Coon, but I think she was around 20, 18 to 20. But yeah, man, like a friend of mine, she had one named Sumo. That motherfucker was huge, dude. Like you didn't want it to jump in your lap, but it always wanted to be in your lap. You had to catch him, otherwise you got violated. Telling you, make you sing soprano.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, Maine Coons, like I said, you better get ready to get that dust mop out for your hardwoods too, because they shed.
I bet.
But again, awesome. Probably the best cat we ever had, and we had a lot. Our family didn't have a lot of dogs, but we had a lot of cats. And yeah, a little bit. She lived through quite a few generations of kitties. And she had been declawed and she was fixed. And she still went out every day and hunted. She'd bring moles, squirrels, snakes. She didn't give a damn, dude. She did her thing. Shelby messaging you.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. That cat was taller than Erica. His name was Cliff.
I love it. That's good stuff.
I actually don't like cats, but I would have a Maine Coon. I don't think you can categorize it as a cat. Like, I'll put that son bitch on a leash. Say, come on, kitty, 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 kitty.
You could. It's like walking a dog. It's as big as a dog, man.
Yeah. Boo Boo must be 39, 35 pounds. Shed. All I do is brush him and vacuum.
Yeah, but honestly, like I was saying earlier, I really think that if there was a chance that he was getting out, you would have been contacted.
Yeah, I think so.
Ernie's not going by what his sisters say either, because they would have contacted him. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm calling bullshit on it. It's not a retrial, that's for sure. It's a correction or a change to part of the sentencing, to the charges.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting out. He's a killer. Understand that.
Yep.
Because I'm going to say it. I don't care how bad they screwed up that fucking case. They know it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker told everybody more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Told him in court. Told him on the phone with Jimbo. What else do you want?
Yep.
Think about it, yo. Think about it.
How y'all like my green screen backdrop? I took this picture out in the yard earlier, and I was like, I'm gonna make that my backdrop tonight, and because I got these new lights that make my green screen better,
Mm-hmm.
So put that picture up, and I think it looks pretty cool, man. It's I'm gonna get a couple new backdrops. I might get one of your room down there in the basement.
Do that, man. Do that. And
Maybe
show the tracks. Show the train tracks, man.
Yeah, we'll be like, I'm Jimbo and I'm Kemper. We're coming to you live from the basement. Or the tracks, railroad tracks. I'm the guy.
I was like, just ignore my fucking railroad tracks comment.
I'm the guy that lives on the other side of the tracks. You ever heard of that guy? That's me. I live on the other side of the tracks over.
Oh, dude, that's the way our town in Phoenix City was separated for the longest time. It's the other side of the tracks.
I grew up in Loyal, Kentucky. Loyall, Loyal. There's a bridge that the river goes through there, and I grew up in Old Loyal. You cross the bridge, you go over there. It's New Loyal. It's not official. Nobody calls it. That's not the name of the town. When you get your mail, it's not New Loyal or Old Loyal, but everybody knows that. And that's, if you're on this side of the river, you're Old Loyal. If you're on the other side of the river, you're New Loyal. So I know
Leslie,
y'all don't want to know that, but just told you anyway.
Leslie, you're right. He told him in jail too. He told him on the streets. He told more than Ern. He told more than Jimbo. He told more than the courts.
Yeah, he bragged
He was
about
bragging about it. Yeah.
It gives him his cred, right? His cred. Good night, Mystery Sky. Good night. We're going to end up too because I gotta do some things tomorrow, and it is Monday. The team had a really good practice tonight. Really, really good practice.
Good.
And so we're starting to turn the corner a little bit. Look forward to the season starting. We're gonna get in shape now. So that's one of my favorite parts of practice is watching these guys go from, it looking like it's killing them to looking easy. Then you can tell them accomplishment. I got some video. I'm gonna show them at the end of the season. This is what you guys look like after practice on this night. Now look at you.
Good. So. When they see it, they'll feel it. They'll know. They'll have more confidence. Yeah.
Leslie, I don't care how you spell it. It's Law. Law. Not loyal. It's Law. Where I grew up, it's like down here in Barberville, it's Barville. Barville. Don't try to correct my damn hillbilly. I will have Kemper come after you.
Set me out.
Get her, Kemper. Watch out. Here it comes.
You man enough to deal with Leslie?
I said get her, Kemper.
You can deal with the consequences.
I said, what?
Hey, man, it's called a career choice, bro. Career move.
Not cool, bro. Not cool. All right.
Like Leslie will steal your soul. Won't even fuck with kneecaps. I said Leslie will steal your soul. She won't fuck with your kneecaps.
I know.
So, set me into that trap.
Mm-hmm. No kidding. Hey, how about tomorrow night around 10:05, 11:05?
Yeah, that'll work.
We'll get a topic going and set it up and see you guys tomorrow night.
Word.
Until then, I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
I do not have a big ego at all. Anybody that knows me personally will tell you that. I could log off this YouTube shit forever, and it ain't ever going to faze me one bit. It really ain't.
I just want to remind everyone watching, this is fucking YouTube. This is not real life. Why are you trying to do background stuff? Like, come on.
But he backed out, the chicken fucker.
Oh, hell nah. Stupid fucking phone.
Every live, it's all Jimbo, 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 Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo, 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 Jimbo.
Put him up, put him up. Which one of you first? I'll fight you both together if you want. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you standing on one foot. I'll fight you with my eyes closed.
Anita dicking me?
Stop right there! Stop!
What? Say what?
Stop right there! Stop! No!
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know choke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a